It's about time. What's going on?
Rumor Report, Rumor Report. This is the Rumor Report.
Talk to him.
With Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
All right, y'all ready to put some respect on Halle Bailey from Chloe and Halle? Now, she actually performed during a special televised event that premiered on ABC on Friday. And she did a classic track in Disney, originally sung by Crystal Edwards and produced by Elton John for The Lion King. And she sounded and looked absolutely amazing. Can you feel the love tonight?
Can you feel the love tonight? You needn't look too far. Stealing through the night's uncertainties. Love is where they
Damn.
Did she not sound amazing?
Yes, she
I just
did.
had to play that because I was like,
Damn.
Killed it.
Dropping the clue bombs for Halle Bailey. Damn.
I feel like people don't be giving her that respect because, Chloe just put out her music and then, they're sisters. The two of them now have separate accounts. But when I tell you she killed it, I saw people saying, okay, now that's Halle claiming what she deserves. So shout out to her for that. All right, now Mark Lamont Hill revealed on social media that he suffered a mild heart attack in late September. He was undergoing surgery to fix a damaged Achilles tendon, and he went on Instagram Thursday. He updated his followers on his condition. He said he's home. He's on the full path to recovery. He was rushed to a Philadelphia emergency room on September 25th. He said, I'm at home and recovering after a rough week. Turns out I had DVT, deep vein thrombosis, which caused a pulmonary embolism. He said blood clots nearly completely blocked my lungs, preventing blood flow to my heart. The doctors told me that I was very lucky not to have died. Now, people were trying to say it's because he got vaccinated because, there's all these conspiracies. Yeah. And he did shoot those down. He said that those speculations are ridiculous and completely baseless. He said for some, it is a cynical and dishonest claim. For others, it's a lack of understanding how medicine and science work.
Well, doctors do be asking those questions, though, when certain things like that happen. Like, I had to take my, daughter to the emergency room a couple weeks ago because she had, like, this muscle thing in her neck that was causing this twitching. Mm-hmm. And that's the first thing the doctor said was, did she take the vaccine? I'm like, huh? So it's not like doctors aren't asking those questions, too.
Right. They want to know everything that happened. All right. Now, let's talk about vaccinations since we're discussing this. Joe Tsai, who owns the Brooklyn Nets, he does want Kyrie Irving to get vaccinated. And he said Kyrie talks about it as a sort of personal choice issue, which I respect. This is what he told Brian Lewis of the New York Post. But we all need to not forget that our goal, what is our goal this year? What's our purpose this year? It's very, very clear. Win a championship. And a championship team needs to have everybody pulling the same direction. So I hope to see Kyrie play fully and win a championship together with everybody else, with all his teammates. So Kyrie Irving has previously said his vaccination decision is a personal choice. But he did also say he plans to be with his team during the season. He did say he wanted to keep this stuff private. I'm a human being first. Obviously, living in this public sphere, it's just a lot of questions about what's going on in the world of Kyrie, and I think I would love to just keep that private. So
he can't keep it private because if he plays, then people know he took the vaccine.
Right.
So it's not won't be
he
private.
can play at away games, just not at the home games. Right now, he was with the team at training camp in San Diego. He's been practicing ahead of having to play, but
What's wrong with people saying that? What's wrong with people saying it's a private, personal decision? And you damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because, LeBron said it was a personal decision back in the day. And recently he just said him and his family are vaccinated. And he still got flack because he said, I'm not the person that has to go out here and tell everybody to take the vaccine.
Well, let's play what LeBron said about his vaccination.
I think everyone has their own choice to do what they feel is right for themselves and their family and things of that nature. I know that I was very skeptical about it all, but after doing my research and things of that nature, I felt like it was best suited for not only me but for my family and for my friends, and and that's why I decided to do it.
You don't think the issue is important enough for someone with your stature to speak out on it?
We're talking about individuals' bodies, so I don't feel like for me personally that I should get involved in what other people should do for their bodies.
What's the problem with that statement?
Nothing.
All right. Well, some people did have a problem with it, and one of those people is Enes Kanter, who also plays for the Celtics. And here's what he had to say about LeBron declining to be an advocate for the vaccine.
when I heard it, I was very disappointed, and it's ridiculous. Obviously LeBron James, he's one of the face of the league, and he should be the first one to go out there and say, listen, everyone, I got the vaccine, and I'm encouraging everyone, basketball fans, non-basketball fans, all the sport fans are just going out there to get this vaccine so we can save other lives.
I disagree. I really don't.
I do.
I don't understand people of the media. If you're pro-vaccine, the fact that LeBron and his family got vaccinated is the only bit of information you need. LeBron getting the vaccine himself is all the encouragement people need. The fact he made his vaccination status public is enough information. Now, media, y'all run with that narrative. How do we live in an era where people just focus on what they don't like about what something said? If you were really pro-vaccine and really trying to save lives, LeBron and his family being vaccinated is enough to push that narrative. But these people don't care about folks actually getting the vaccine. They care about clicks and likes and retweets and ratings. That's what they care about. Because I wouldn't even have followed up with LeBron and said, so you don't think you should go out there and tell people? He just told y'all.
He just told you, I got
vaccinated.
the vaccine.
Now it's up to you to run the headline.
And went even further. I did the homework. I found out about it. And
yeah, we
I got
all
the
weird,
vaccine
Joe.
was best for me and my family.
It's a strange era we live in.
He didn't tell everybody to do it. He just
He said it.
He said he did the homework.
Him and his
on it.
whole family. That should be all the information you need to push the narrative you want that LeBron and his family got vaccinated.
And it does work both ways. I'll say this because I'm vaccinated. I know, Envy, you're vaccinated. And we've been telling people, I would encourage people to get vaccinated, and then people come at me for that. Like, you can say whatever you want. It's your own personal opinion. I'm not telling you have to, but I will say if I think it's a good decision.
I say do
but
what's
I'm
best
not
for you
telling
and your
you
family. I say I got
what
vaccinated.
you have to do.
My wife did. My older kids did. My parents did. I did. But I always say do what's best for you and your family.
But people come at me for being mad that I encourage people to get vaccinated. That's just my opinion and my feeling. I'm not telling nobody what they have to do. But
that's your choice. That was your decision. But once again, with LeBron, it's like he got vaccinated. His family got vaccinated. That should be the narrative the media should be running with if they're really pro-vaccine, right?
Now, a lot of people have issues with feeling like they are, and I know we discussed this earlier, being forced to be vaccinated because right now, like in New York City, for teachers and people who work in the schools, you have to get vaccinated to be there. For hospitals, you have to get vaccinated. What do you guys think about that? And even in the NBA, if you want to play at home games, you have to be vaccinated.
I mean, I get it. I mean, it's their business, so you got to go for their business. But the only thing I don't like is, right, all during the pandemic, there was no vaccine, and these healthcare workers were working, and they were risking their lives without a vaccine. They were working and risking their lives without a vaccine. There was no vaccine. A lot of them died, but they still went to work every day to make sure that everybody was fine. So now you're saying if you don't get it, we're going to fire you?
That's why people say things like if you live by the cheers, you'll die by the booze. Because just last year, you was essential.
That's right. You were essential. We were so happy. You go to work without a vaccine. But now it's like, well, if you don't get it,
just last year, you was the essential worker.
Last year, we were begging and thanking you so much for going to work without getting a vaccine, without help.
This year, you're expendable.
A very little PPP and all that. No, not PPP. What is it? Is it PPP? Yeah, PPP.
Y'all treating people just like Governor Cuomo. Just last year, y'all.
But don't you also feel like people who work in hospitals around people who also maybe don't have COVID but have compromised immune systems?
Yeah,
you have to be as safe as possible, especially in a hospital environment.
I was essential last year.
Yeah, you was praising them last year. There was no vaccine. It was thank God they didn't have enough masks. They didn't have enough PPP. There was so much.
Those people were risking their lives every day.
We did parades.
Going in them
we
hospitals.
sent them food, and now some of them don't want to take it. You're fired.
You're fired.
That sounds wild.
But the vaccine wasn't available then.
That's even worse. The fact that they were working without a vaccine. That's what NBC's saying.
They didn't even have masks.
But now that it's...
Yes, they couldn't even get...
They couldn't get masks.
What was the thing? PPE.
That's what I said. I said PPP. It was PPP. I said it's PPP.
Oh, my gosh.
I said it was PPE.
We shouldn't even be discussing this.
You know what we're trying to say.
All
we're simply saying is them people was essential last year, and now they're expendable.
You know
that's not right.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report. Now, who are you giving your donkey to?
I forgot. We'll talk about it. I'll remember in a second. You done got me worked up in here for no damn reason. Salute to all them essential workers. Y'all still essential to me.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.